Tom Cruise versus Hollywood. Why he might be blacklisted in 2024. Tom Cruise is one of the most well-known and famous actors in Hollywood. He's had a career that spans decades and is filled with memorable roles and blockbuster smashes that have dominated the box office. His profession has taken him to a number of different places. Throughout his career, Tom Cruise has maintained his position as a towering figure in the entertainment industry. He is well known for his commitment to the art as well as his reputation as a consistent box office revenue generator. On the other hand, as we get closer and closer to the year 2024, a lot of people are becoming more and more concerned about the possibility that Cruise would find himself in a higher level of conflict with the Hollywood elite. Because of these concerns, which range from the problematic links that the actor has to the ever-changing dynamics of the industry, there is a chance that the actor is being exposed to a sort of social blacklisting that is not formalized. The purpose of this article is to present the findings of an inquiry into the complex web of circumstances that may have played a role in the situation that is currently being discussed. One of the most significant aspects that has had a negative impact on Cruise's career is the fact that he has been associated with the Church of Scientology for such a significant amount of time. Over the course of several years, Cruise has made a name for himself as one of the most prominent and high-profile supporters of Scientology. Scientology is a religious group that has been the focus of a great deal of criticism and debate in recent years. The church has been accused of participating in abusive techniques, having procedures that are similar to those of a cult, and cultivating an atmosphere that is comparable to that of a cult. All of these allegations have led to the criticism that the church has received from the general public as well as certain elements of the Hollywood community. In spite of the fact that Cruise has never wavered in his support of the church, a great number of people in the industry have been disillusioned with his relationship with the church. Given that Hollywood is increasingly aligning itself with progressive ideas such as diversity and inclusivity, it is feasible that Cruise's fervent endorsement of Scientology will prove to be a significant obstacle to potential collaborations at some point in the future. As a consequence of the fact that motion picture directors and actors who wish to distance themselves from controversy would be hesitant to work with him, he will be further alienated from an industry in which the perception of the public is of the utmost importance. The manner in which Cruise conducts himself on the sets, particularly during the COVID-19 breakout, is yet another component that contributes to the complexity of the situation. In the later half of the year 2020, a recording of Cruise reprimanding crew members on the set of Mission Impossible for violating COVID safety rules went viral. Cruise was reprimanding them for breaking the standards. Some individuals were taken aback by the severity of his outburst, while others praised his commitment to ensuring that the workplace provided a secure environment for employees to work in. Some people believe that his actions border on authoritarianism and produced tension that was not essential when it was not necessary. The episode sparked public arguments on his leadership style, and some people believe that his actions caused some of the tension that was not necessary. Cruise's high-pressure style may be perceived as a liability more and more frequently as the entertainment industry continues to evolve, with a greater emphasis on mental health, work-life balance, and respectful workplace circumstances. This is because the entertainment industry is becoming more and more professional. It is likely that members of the crew and collaborators will be hesitant to work with an individual who is perceived to be difficult or volatile from the beginning of the project. This reluctance might lead to broken professional relationships as well as reduce the number of opportunities available. As a consequence of the current upheavals that are taking place in the entertainment industry as a whole, Cruise is experiencing difficulties. There are a number of key elements that are contributing to the seismic upheaval that Hollywood is currently experiencing. Two of these factors are the rise of streaming services and the growing demand for diverse and imaginative storytelling. In this new era, there is a greater emphasis placed on developing talent and themes that are likely to resonate with the shifting demographics of the audience. This is because of the fact that the audience is becoming more diverse. Taking into consideration the fact that this new wave of content places a greater emphasis on casting that is more inclusive and characters that are more complicated, it is possible that the traditional action hero roles that Cruise has been associated with for a considerable amount of time do not mix with this new wave of material. It is possible that Cruise, who has based his career on playing the main character in high-octane action films, may have a tough time finding his place in an industry that is gradually moving away from the blockbuster formula in favor of movies that are more nuanced and character-driven. The popularity of Cruise's films that are centered on characters is growing as time goes on. It is possible that Cruise's once untouchable reputation in Hollywood could be put in risk if he is unable or unwilling to adjust to the tremendous changes that have taken place. The problem has gotten even more challenging as a consequence of recent factory strikes that have taken place within the respective industry. There have been high-profile strikes that have been participated in by both the Writers Guild of America, WGA, and the Screen Actors Guild, SAG-AFTRA. These strikes have brought attention to issues such as fair compensation, residuals, and the rights of workers in a media environment that is constantly evolving. It is probable that Cruz, who is a well-known A-list star who wields a significant amount of power and influence, would find himself in conflict with a growing movement for workers' rights. Cruz is famous for his accomplishments in the entertainment industry. Because of his long-standing contacts with major studios and his position as a high earner, it is probable that he will be subjected to criticism. This is especially true if it is believed that he is out of touch with the problems of his colleagues. Because Cruz is connected with traditional power structures, those who are working for change may feel enmity toward Cruz. This is because Cruz is consistent with these power systems. The industry is growing more vocal about concerns of justice and fairness, which is the reason for this particular phenomenon. He runs the risk of being subjected to social marginalization or professional isolation in the event that he fails to demonstrate sympathy with these causes. This will further complicate his position inside the Hollywood production sector. As a conclusion, there is the issue of Cruz's public image, which has been the target of an increasing amount of criticism over the course of the many years that have passed. In certain instances, the intense media attention that has been paid to Cruz's private life has been detrimental to his reputation. The fact that Hollywood focuses on narratives that are authentic and relevant has been a major factor in the evolution of the industry. In spite of the fact that he has always been a private guy, he has become a figure that is polarizing as a result of the contentious stances he has taken on a number of issues, the most notable of which being his unwavering support for Scientology. It is feasible that Cruz's growing alienation from the greater cultural zeitgeist will result in a fall in his popularity at the box office. This is something that is possible. As a result of this, careers can be made or broken depending on how the general public perceives a sector as a whole. It is probable that Cruz's ability to attract audiences will wane as younger generations of moviegoers gravitate toward performers who mirror their own experiences and ideas. This trend is expected to continue. There is a possibility that this will have an impact on the determination of studios to invest in films that concentrate around Cruz. Although it is highly improbable that Tom Cruise will completely disappear from the Hollywood industry, the combination of his controversial affiliations, his turbulent behavior on set, the ever-changing dynamics of the industry, labor issues, and shifting public perceptions could result in a significant shift in how the industry views him. In conclusion, this occurrence is highly unlikely. In light of the fact that the year 2024 is getting closer and closer, the possibility of Cruise being included on an unofficial blacklist is becoming more and more possible. As a result, this serves to show the difficulties that are associated with managing an entertainment sector that is always evolving. It remains to be seen if Cruise will be able to adjust to these problems and continue to keep his place as one of the most renowned people in Hollywood, but it is evident that the path that lies ahead for the actor may not be as smoothly traversed as it was in the past. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe to our YouTube channel.